Okay, you've heard of strawberry makeup, you've heard of tomato makeup, and you've even tried a latte makeup look. But have you heard of pumpkin spice makeup? Let's see if this look will work on today. Hey y'all, and welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I am taking a few popular TikTok trends and I'm gonna turn them on their head. I am doing pumpkin spice makeup. This entire summer, they've been doing strawberry girl makeup, tomato girl makeup. I actually got inspired from this from an offhand comment from Lauren May Beauty, whose channel I'm gonna link down below. I really like her channel and she has really cool ideas. So she mentioned in this organization video that tomato girl makeup was like all the rage, like what's next, pumpkin girl makeup? And I said, yeah, that's what's next, and I'm doing it. So today I'm gonna shop my stash, which you'll see in a little bit. Before we get into the makeup, I'll let you know my name's Amanda. I'm an actor, but I also really love all things beauty and fashion, especially, you know, sustainability, using what you have and really loving the things that you already have in your collection. So if that sounds good to you, subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into the makeup. Here is my collection. It's a little disorganized. Let me know if you want to see me organize my collection. But for now, I just want to pick out everything for this pumpkin girl look. So the first thing I thought of with this look was actually my Natasha Denona bronze palette. And I will let you know everything that I use in this video will be linked down below. But honestly, this is such a warm toned kind of glowy look. You could easily replicate this with anything you have in your collection, but if you absolutely wanted any of the stuff, it is going to be linked down below. So yeah, first things first. I think I'm going to use my Natasha Denona palette. This is the bronze palette. She is kind of gross, but you know, I've had her for quite a long time, so I'm excited to use her today. And let me see here. Some of the mattes are kind of in that palette. I don't know how I feel about them. So I'm just going to pull this little ColourPop quad. This is the quad in Down to Earth. It's more of like a deeper medium tone palette. But I think I really want to use this deep brown here. So I kind of want to include that. And I have a lot of blushes. You know, I kind of don't want to have just an orangey eye. And I do want to pull a little bit of a counterpoint. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull my single shadows and I'm going to use maybe this shade here. This is the shade Dirty Martini by JD Glow. I actually really hate the way I organize my makeup. So if you have suggestions on what to use that's relatively inexpensive, but kind of gets everything organized and nice, kind of gets the job done that I can kind of keep in this collection. And also let me know if you want to see a makeup organization video. I'd be really happy to do that. And then I always, as a habit, pull out my mixing palette. I promise she's clean. I did clean her today. I love mixing formulas. I can mix a lipstick with a blush to make it a little bit deeper or like orangier or glowier. So I might do a little mixing today. I have this cream blush light from Melt. This is the shade Sandy Cheeks. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to mix it with later. This is the Maybelline Ultimate in the shade More Auburn. She is like this really gorgeous kind of rusty shade, which is a shade that I love in the fall. She's a great mixer. She's really great for mixing into like other formulas, especially if you're trying to amp up a cream blush to kind of make it deeper or make it stay a little bit longer. So I think I want to mix that with the Melt Sandy Cheeks. In here, I'll swatch that for you for context. You see it's kind of peachy and I really want to deepen it, make it a lot more rusty and kind of that deep orange, and I think those two will mix really great together. Like, ooh, yes, this is like giving me big pumpkin girl vibes. So yeah, let's mix that together and see how that looks on the cheeks. This is the Maybelline Vinyl Ink in the shade Extra. That's what it looks like right there. This shade is so gorgeous. But if you are out there looking for that perfect drugstore terracotta lip that's going to last all day and really give that beautiful warm oomph, this shade is really, really good. Let's get back to my face. I am going to start with a little complexion here. Just kind of keep it really easy going and simple. I am going to start priming. I'm just going to get my face moisturized here. This is the L'Oreal Shake and Glow Mist. For context, I have kind of like normal to dry skin. So I really love a dewy, glowy look. I'm going to go ahead and prime with a little bit of moisturizer. You can use any moisturizer you have in your collection. If you have for complexion, I have here the L'Oreal True Match Nude in the shade 4.5 Rich Medium. So I'm I'm just gonna take it and lightly go over my face. Here, I do have some hollowness and discolorations, so I do want to get that as corrected as possible. But today, we're gonna go for a pretty light coverage complexion look. People start to prefer mattes as it kind of gets cooler. I'm not that kind of person. I want a dewy year long. I want to look fresh faced and ready to like walk out the door like I just woke up like this, but there's like a little tiny bit of blush. We're just gonna blend all this in and just kind of, you know, pat on the face, because I kind of just want to take the extra product on there. I don't really want a ton of coverage on there, just because, you know, I'm a very expressive person. So you just kind of want everything nice and seamless on the skin. Soft matte concealer in the shade Tiramisu. I like to kind of just have it. I am just gonna take a little bit of this Nude Sticks Bondi Bay bronzer and warm it up on the skin. All right. I'm gonna call bronzing done. She's gonna seem like I put too much on her. She is, I promise. It's gonna look like I ruined the look. I swear I didn't. And we're just gonna fan her a little bit. I'm gonna take this little mirror that I have and fan her a little bit. I normally would have a fan, but she's in the next room and I can't move right now. Now, this is when I would powder if I want to powder. I'm just gonna take that and I'm just gonna go really light-handed. I'm not gonna try to go down past the hollow of my eye. I actually just wanna focus on the hollow there. So I'm going to take my blush mixture that I'm going to make. I'm gonna mix a lipstick and a blush together. You can probably find any beautiful terracotta blush you want. But I don't have one and I wanted to just use stuff that I already had in my stash. So I'm gonna take the Melt Cream Blush Light in the shade Sandy Cheeks and also the Maybelline Ultimate Lipstick in the shade More Auburn. If you don't feel comfortable putting things that are not designed for their part of the face on there, don't do it. Go find a terracotta blush. Me, however, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna take my palette knife and we're gonna do a little mixing and matching. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna take just a small portion of the Sandy Cheeks blush here. And then from there, I'm actually gonna probably take it from the side because I do like to use this for lipstick. And I'm just gonna mix these two together. Ooh, this color is really, really pretty. Just gonna add a tiny bit more of that here. Just to kind of give it that more rusty pumpkin-y look. I do want to show you what it looks like on my arms. So I'm just going to take what's on the palette and kind of swatch it for you. I'm already obsessed with this color. It's not even on my face and I'm obsessed with it. I really love shades like this. I'm just going to start going onto it with my fingers here. I am just going to clean up a tiny bit and then I'm going to go to the eyeshadow. I kind of want to do something that's mostly that rusty pumpkin-y look, but I want to have a tiny bit of a counterpoint. So I'm going to add a little bit of olive to kind of represent that pumpkin-y stem. First things first, I'm going to take this ColourPop matte shadow and I'm just going to take this lightest one here. I think it's called Grounded in the ColourPop Down to Earth Pressed Powder palette. That's what it looks like right here. And I'm just going to take this really, really light amount because this particular shade has a lot of kick up, a lot of fallout. So I'm just really gonna go as light-handed as possible and just kind of take that. Because I have that hooded eye action, I'm just gonna take it above where my crease would be just to kind of give it a frame to kind of get started. It's just gonna be really bronzy. She's gonna give pumpkin spice today. If I had a latte, I would, but I'm gonna take this shade here. This shade is called True Copper. Put that right over the eye here. I'm gonna add a little bit of red before I add that olive. I'm kind of tempted to take this shade High Degree here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm taking this High Degree. I'm not putting it on the full outer corner. I'm just kind of starting at the edge of where I want it and then going in kind of along the crease just to kind of give some sort of depth and definition. just gonna take a little tiny bit of that red into the crease. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this olive shade. This is the shade Dirty Martini from JD Glow. And it's just a really beautiful, like grungy olive shade. And I'm just gonna take it on the outer corner here. If you have an olive matte shade, this could be really fun to do. That is so fun. So I'm gonna just go back in with the high degree shade, and I am going to take a little bit, with my finger, nothing fancy, and just kind of blend it in with that True Copper shade. I'm gonna go back in with that True Copper shade and just kind of dab it on the other side of the ball of the eye. Because this is Pumpkin Girl and because I kept mentioning the phrase terracotta, I'm gonna take the Sephora 12-hour waterproof liner in the shade Matte Terracotta, and I'm just gonna go over the top of the middle of the eye. And then I'm gonna take the NYX eyeliner in the olive shade. And now that the blush has had time to sit a little bit, I'm gonna go back in again with another layer. I'm just gonna do a little mascara. This does make me wish that I had a brown mascara, but I feel like it would really work with this look. Lashes, done. I'm obsessed with this blush. So with these vinyl inks, you want to shake them. Imagine how long you think you should shake these and then double that time. Oh, I almost forgot cream highlighter. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna give my face a quick little spritz. This is the full look. I personally really, really love it. I cannot wait to do this blush little again. This color, I think it's really fun for fall. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. It's time. Remember that you have everything you need to have everything that you want, and you are enough. And I hope someone else has told you that today. Okay, bye.